We're going.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, man.
What'd you forget?
My coffee. Oh, it's over there.
You want me to
Whatever.
get it?
No, it's all right.
Okay.
I'm okay. You got your agua?
Yep, I'm good. I finished my coffee.
How do you finish coffee? Like, I can't finish coffee. There's still coffee in the pot. I can't.
But I'm saving it for you. So that way you don't have to brew another pot.
I probably will anyway. Drink coffee all day long. Although the other day I thought of you.
Yeah.
Because I needed to stay up a little later at night because I had a rough night the night before. And I made a cup of tea.
What kind?
I did. I ruffled through. I have so much tea now. I ruffled through, and I did an orange and cranberry.
Yeah.
And I did a double bag. So I think the other one was cardamom or something.
Oh,
Didn't you?
Black tea with cardamom.
Yeah.
Oh, that
was
really
pretty good.
Yeah. Hi guys, I'm Colleen.
And Sue.
Deb's not here today. She's home.
She's home. She's back from Disney, but she's resting. We said, yeah, you can have.
I think the mouse wore her out.
Right. Well, she was sending us pictures from Disney. Yeah, she was having a blast on her Star Wars adventure stuff and all that.
Whatever. Oh, wait, is this did she stay in the Star Wars hotel this time?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, she stayed. She wanted me to go with her this one, so she got the one bedroom that has the kitchenette. Her and her husband. And yeah, I think I said I couldn't go.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why I said I couldn't go. Probably because I couldn't afford it at the time. Whatever.
That's Sue.
Yeah, I am.
Well, what if there is a new viewer out there?
Well, there are
right?
Occasionally.
Yeah.
Occasionally,
so they're going to be like, who are these two ladies just babbling about nothing?
Babbling about Deb, who's usually the other cohort that's here babbling away about her tchotchke shit that, she always brings. And it's Super Bowl weekend.
Okay, who are you guys rooting for?
Do you want confession time?
You don't even know who's in the Super Bowl.
Don't even have a clue.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so Super Bowl, it is the.
But I'll make snacks.
Oh.
I'll make snacks. I'm good at making snacks to bring.
The Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. I know. I'm positive about the Eagles. Mahomes. Who does he play for? I think it's the Chiefs.
I'll go with the Chiefs.
So the Eagles are going to win. That's my prediction.
I like Kansas City's colors better.
So I'm from South Jersey originally, so I have to root for the home team. It's either the Colts or the Eagles. Is usually how I go, right? So there we go. That's my prediction. The Eagles will win. It's going to be a good game, and it's going to be close.
So how do you feel about the Steelers?
No. That's the other side of the state. Pennsylvania's long.
I know it is.
Trust me, I know. It's wide. Yeah. I shouldn't say not long. It's wide.
Trust me, I know.
It's completely different. The cities are completely different.
Yeah, no, I get that. Jamie's 3 favorite teams, NFL teams, are, and in this order, the Packers, the Steelers, and whatever team is playing against the Vikings.
Fair.
Husband's favorite teams.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm going to give you guys a shop update right away this morning because, So, these guys I put up yesterday. Very limited supply. I think I only had 13.
Guys, they're super cute. Super, super cute.
And I might have half of them left. So if you want these, go grab them right away. They come in either silver or gold, your choice. But they all come with the lever back.
And they're super lightweight.
They
look big and heavy. They're not.
They look big and heavy, but they're polymer clay. So when they're baked, they are light. So these are light. These are a new set this week of tip huggers. One of these is missing. It's on her thing. It's a blue one that's missing right now.
Sorry, guys.
They have a little ball on them. They come with either plain like this or with a lobster clasp on the end. I recommend with the lobster clasp because then you can hook it to your thing and you don't lose them. And hopefully today I will get this up. Of course, who doesn't want a little rubber ducky with matching rings? And Where are the blue ones? I tossed them to you and gave them to you, and you put them somewhere.
Put them in my bag that they can.
Blue Blue Lagoon rings.
I know where they
She's the blue girl. So they're Blue Lagoon rings. They're different shades of blue on silver anodized aluminum rings. Oh my gosh, there's one of my gray hair stuck to that. She's bringing it over.
I can't have this one.
No, can't have this one. I gave it to her. So different shades of blue. It's called Blue Lagoon. It's new and up on the Etsy shop right
Karen,
now.
you'll love it.
Yeah, Karen, you'll love those. And stay tuned to the Etsy shop. Put a follow on the Etsy shop. I have new colors coming.
I saw a sneak peek, guys. I really like it. I think you will too. I gave her my suggestions on what matches and what doesn't, so we'll see what she ends up
So
with.
if you don't like it,
yeah, if you don't like it, it's my fault.
So that out of the way.
It was outside my comfort zone. They weren't blues, right? You're like, what goes with this color?
Yeah, right.
I don't know. So
yeah. So this one, so I texted her and said, "Hey, do you want to come over to the podcast?" And she's like, "Yes. Don't forget to remind me something." So this morning at 7:30, I sent the reminder. Remember this? Yes. And she's like, "Thank you."
yeah. So those of you who have seen me before on this, I'm usually pretty excited because it means I have to force myself to finish some projects because I don't know if I'm the only one that does this. You get like 95% done, and then you're like, nah.
Yeah,
I'm bored. I'm going to do something else. Or I finish it and never weave in the ends. That happens a lot too, right? That's usually what I do like 2 days before. Or when I'm here.
Or when she's here, she's weaving in ends. But, you know.
I was on vacation a couple weeks ago and I was able to finish a Musselburgh hat. Look at this, guys.
Okay, this is fun. So you guys want to know, like we've been doing these where you have the different color at the top. She did a different color right in the middle so that you can have that little brim like that.
Yep. So that's what I did, guys. And you know what? Those of you that know me know I'm a little, I have to follow directions. And I've been working on not following directions and letting the yarn speak to me.
Letting the yarn mojo just be the yarn mojo.
I did this without measuring where to start my mini skein. So this is Carnival by Leading Men, right? Now you guys have seen this plenty of times on this podcast. We are pretty partial to this
colorway. They hate it, but you know what?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. And so Miss Karen bought me some, and so we both made Musselburgh hats. And so my mini skein was this purple color. So I used an entire mini skein right in the middle of it, or what I thought was going to be the middle of it, and then finished it. So I have a nice size ball left of the Carnival, but I really like the way it turned out. So I think this might be my go-to.
I love the brim in a solid color. I think that is just freaking awesome.
Yeah, so
love the idea.
This is Sue's in a different
needle size,
but
or tension. We're not sure if it's different needle size or just different tension.
Same yarn.
Exact colorway. Same yarn.
Yeah. So anyway, I hope you guys like it. I finished that recently.
This is the same one with a solid color at the top, and hers is at the brim.
Yeah. So
it gives you an idea.
I have a whole bunch of other stuff to show too.
Yes, ready? She does.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so I was on this cruise, and it's been a while since I've had socks on my needles, and I started this one. This is the Freckled Whimsy Advent Skein.
Oh, is that the Christmas one from last year that you hadn't started yet?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was just a couple months ago. It's only February.
Oh, no. I was talking about 2021.
No, that's this year.
Okay.
But you're right. I didn't do that one either. I forgot.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to be the one to,
Who invited her? Right? Come on, guys. How much yarn do you have? And you sometimes forget what you have, right? Like, I'm just as guilty. So,
but you have a plan.
Yeah, I do.
She does have a plan.
I'm going to show
But Miss Project Manager, I understand. You need a plan.
I do. I need a plan. We'll see if I stick to it. So then I bought some more yarn. I'm not really buying a whole lot of yarn. However, somebody pulled on my heartstrings. This was not fair. So Night Owl Fiber, she's in Texas. And she is probably like, I'm gonna I'm going to go reach out to all these suckers. So she had a post a couple of months ago, her dog's not doing well, cancer, something terrible, and she was buying a special colorway for her dog, and all the proceeds were going to go to the vet bills. So yes, I got choked up, and I said, "Oh my God, let me buy a skein." That was this one, right? I didn't know what it was going to be. It's cool. It's like this dusty rose color.
And browns and beiges
Yeah,
and
like I think it would
creams.
make a cool muscle bear cat. It's sock yarn, obviously, because that's all I ever buy. And while I was on her site, I said, well, of course I have to look around. So then I bought this blue,
Same kind of thing.
same kind of thing.
But in blues.
Yeah, it is called Polar Bear Kisses. And I loved it so much, I bought my friend Karen a set too, because it's blue.
Of course, because it's blue.
But I'm back on I'm not really buying yarn. I'm not being like Deb, right? Like I really am not buying any more yarn.
Not even when you're on vacation?
No.
Okay.
No. Right? Well, because I go to the Caribbean. There's no yarn down
There's
there.
no yarn there.
So, and I'm not really futzing around on Instagram very much because that's what sucks me in. And I'm like, oh, I need to buy that. So I'm so busy, I just don't. But let me show you this stuff. I don't even know if I'm making sense. The coffee's kicking in.
So this is premise. You just said that you don't buy anything except sock yarn. This was not, you didn't purchase this. This was gifted.
Yeah. So guys, my mother-in-law is absolutely incredible. She's not a fiber artist. She doesn't know a darn thing about yarn. She knows that I knit a lot and I've got a yarn room and all this stuff. She and my father-in-law went to Ireland this past year. Can you see where this is going? So for Christmas, she got me some really cool yarn. Okay, so I'm going to show you and I don't know who this first one is from. Look at this, guys.
It's like
blue.
hand spun.
It's hand spun.
It's hand spun yarn.
Like the sheep were there. She saw them.
It's probably, I would say, sport weight. Sport weight is 100% wool.
Yeah, it's 100% wool. This might be a little thicker. This might be like
that might be a little bit thicker.
Okay, look at how awesome this is, right? You can definitely do something. And then she went to this other yarn shop, right, on her vacation, thinking of her daughter-in-law.
Bless her heart. Totally.
I'm so fortunate, guys. You guys have no idea. It is from Erin Woolen Mills in Ireland. Look at these colors, guys. And look at how soft.
Oh, well, you can't see how soft, but I can tell you right now, this is 100% wool, and it's probably the softest 100% wool.
Yeah,
it
is absolutely amazing.
Run my fingers through, and the price tag that's on those is fantastic.
Yeah, and it's all affordable, guys. So I think this is going to be a cowl. I have something in my head. I'm trying to either find the pattern. Either I saw a pattern that would work with this, or it's in my head and I need to get it on a piece of paper. So that's what I wanted to show. Do you want me to talk about my plans?
Yes.
Okay, so
because I want it documented so that you feel a little bit more obligation to stick to it.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys can hold me accountable is what she's saying. Yes. Yeah, that's really what she's saying. Okay, so I have some whips that I'm trying to finish. So one is this never-ending zigzag scarf that, God love Karen, how she can just sit down and zip through them is beyond me. I've been working on mine for years.
She's the one that actually, I need to get my copy. She's the one though that actually says, this is going to take me forever. And she had it done in like 2 freaking weeks.
Well, but I think she's monogamous. I'm not.
She is monogamous.
Yeah, so I'm not. So I'm going to try and finish that. And then my sweater. I'm back on track for the sweater. I'm going to try and finish that. I have one sleeve to finish. I'm doing short sleeves, so I just need to put the cuff on one sleeve, so at least a sleeve will be done.
So, and that's the something simple.
Something simple.
Something simple sweater.
And then I have my 10-stitch blanket that I started 7 years ago that I'm going to finish it, right? I just started another long edge, and we'll see if I need to go around again.
Okay.
And then, all right, I'm not going to cast anything else on. I'm going to try not to. I don't know, but this screen's also per cat. We'll see. Anyway, so then what I want to do with all of my fingering weight yarn is I want to learn the dark arts. And I think I'm going to ask Sue to teach me to crochet. So then I can make a corner-to-corner blanket held double so I can get through some of the yarn. So then I can feel that I can buy new yarn because it won't take up as much room. Right? Does that make sense?
And you'll have a awesome blanket.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes, and you'll have an awesome
and
blanket.
so rumor has it with this these dark arts, it uses more yarn than knitting, but it goes by faster, and you can just kind of take your hook out and it doesn't unravel.
It
So this is
correct. It doesn't unravel. And I think you also know somebody that may be able to supply you with a progress keeper or two in case you feel like it is going to unravel. You can just hook it through the loop.
So that is my grandmaster plan, guys.
I like it.
So next time I'm on, feel free to. Well, we're not live.
No, we're not.
Feel free to ask questions to her, and she'll send them to me. Or you can find me on Instagram. I changed my handle, by the way.
Did you? What did you change it to?
Colleen with 2 oars. Rowing.
Colleen with 2 oars.
It was gonna be Colleen with 2 needles, or Colleen with 2 needles and 2 oars. And I just went.
Well, it could be Colleen with 2 oars / needles.
Colleen with 2 sticks.
Colleen with 2 sticks, but that would work for both. Either or. That's perfect. Either or. Either or. Get
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah. The dump. It's pretty lame.
Yeah. But I love you anyway.
Thanks. I also feed her, so I got tchotchke this week. But not for you. For me. Okay, so the dollar store has these fantastic cheaters.
Yeah.
In all different colors. Okay, so I got purple this time. Look at this.
That's fun.
$1.25.
What's the magnification?
1.25.
Okay, yeah.
Like nothing.
Yeah. Well, I've got bifocals in my glasses. Yeah, these are great. Okay. I mean, bifocals in my contacts.
Yeah, I saw purple and I'm like, oh, purple. I don't have purple yet, so I'm gonna be that little old lady that's gonna have like every single color.
Those are better than the ones that Jamie bought,
aren't they?
I forgot to razz him about that.
My husband bought. He calls them cheaters. They're full glasses off of Amazon. He paid like $5 a pair for 3 pairs or something.
He's a boy.
He's a boy. Stupid, as Leah would say. Stupid boys.
Sorry, boys are so dumb.
No, they're not. But our husbands are. So
not mine.
No, yours is not. He's a smart boy.
Yeah, he does a pretty good job with most stuff. We just have to keep reminding him. He's very forgetful. So I never wanted to be one of those wives that is like a nag. So I asked for something once and then that's it. And then like 3 weeks later, he's like, "Oh, you asked for that." Yes. Why didn't you remind me? Because I don't want to be a nag. This conversation we've been having for 15 years.
Well, I had the same sort of conversation with Jamie the other day. He called me. He does this. And bless his heart, he does every single time. Whenever he's coming back from the golf course or whatever, he calls me. Now, he can go on a business trip for a week and a half, and he doesn't call me once. But he goes to the golf course for, a few hours. He calls me on his way back. And every single time. And usually this is not after I've had a busy day or I've just gotten done with work. Usually it's the weekend and I haven't been working. I've been just kind of putzing around doing my own shit. And every time he says, "I'm on my way home. Do you need me to stop and pick anything up?" He does this every single time. And every single time I say, "No, I'm good." Every single time. There has not in 20... When were we married? In 91. So...
In a long time.
In a long time. I can't count, but I would bet it's less than a handful. Less than 5 times. I've said, "Yeah, can you stop at the store and pick this up?" And I told him this. I'm like, you can just stop.
Yeah.
But it's the nice thing to do. Yeah. I get that, but
well, so John, God love him.
Why do boys do that?
So I said to him yesterday, "Hey, I'm gonna be. This looks weird. What do you think I did?"
Twisted the stitch.
I'm just gonna keep it.
Yeah.
It's a sock.
Riding horseback, you're never gonna see it.
So I said to John, "Think about what you want at the grocery store. I'll go after I visit Sue tomorrow morning." He's like, "Okay." And then yesterday afternoon, he's like, "I'm going to the grocery store." I'm like, "Really?" Okay. Now, I didn't remind him that the Super Bowl was today and that it was probably going to be packed. He was traumatized when he got home yesterday.
I went to the store yesterday too, and I completely forgot about the Super Bowl today. But I probably went early enough where it wasn't that bad.
No, he went like 2 in the afternoon, and I was like, God love
Oh,
you.
oh,
So
bless
yeah,
his heart.
he came home. He's like, "Can you put this stuff away?" Like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "No."
No, I need to go sit in the corner for a while with my head down.
Yeah, poor guy.
All the bad thoughts that I had that I couldn't act on, I need to go repent.
Poor.
Oh, he's so sweet though.
Yeah.
He's so sweet.
So what else is going on?
Nothing. Listen, let me get through with this row. I haven't even gotten to the next color on this one yet, guys, though I'm very close to the next color.
See, I want to do this with. I have a Woolmiza fade, so I want to do something similar.
Okay.
But then that messes up my plan.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Just so we're clear, it messes up my plan. So,
But well, that doesn't mean you start it right now. That just means that that's in your.
but do you guys go through phases where you're like, oh, "This is what I want to do, and I have to do it," right? Like,
Yeah, because it's you want to cast on, right?
well, but even like the zigzag, right? That's been I've had that for so long. But now I'm like, okay, now I just need to sit down and finish that stupid thing. And it looks really cool. That's the kicker. It looks really cool, but it's just like,
But you're done with it.
yeah, I am. I have to think. It's a 12 stitch repeat. And so, but I have to count because you do that decrease in the middle, then an increase on the last stitch.
So, could you put a stitch marker or two in strategic locations on that to make it
I
easier?
already have them breaking it up by 12s.
Okay.
But I didn't want to break it up by 6. That would be too many.
That's too many. That's too many moving stitch
Yeah,
markers
so
all the time.
it's just by 12 because it's 12 stitch repeat.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to force myself through it.
Okay, so this is how much of this green I have left, and then I'm on to the next pink, which is a darker, it's kind of a wine color. Almost showing up true to color now.
Mm-hmm.
I adjusted my
Settings.
and lo and behold. So here's where I am currently on this bad boy. So light pink, my darkest green, and then it fades from there. So it goes to darker pink, lighter green.
And it's a little sparkly, but not obnoxious sparkly.
Yeah, it's a little sparkly. Y'all can't really see the sparkle too much on screen. But there's a little sparkle.
I think you can see it better now.
Yeah. So this is the orgasm pattern that I've adapted a little bit to this one where just in the color changes is where I'm putting in an eyelet row.
Yeah.
Otherwise it's all the same. And that's all the knitting I have gotten done this week because I've been just bombarded in work and the Etsy shop, which is good. I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah, wait until you see her new listings, guys. Order them; they're really cute.
If you can, because
before I take them all,
because they're going fast. I do have on just so that you guys know, I do have some things on sale. Some of them it's just like leftover Christmas things. If you want to grab them up, they're 20% off right now. Because of course I'll have new Christmas things. But some of them I'm just offering up to you guys as a 20% discount through the end of February. Some of them are the mystery packs. So much better deal. You get a lot more bang for your buck. And with 20% off, you get way more bang for your buck. So snatch those up if you want them. And I probably in March, because March is my birthday month, I probably will run another sale on something in the shop for the month of March. I will probably run it for the entire month of March. So if you don't have the shop favorited, favorite it, and you'll find out next month what that something will be.
I can't believe it's going to be March already.
I know, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Like what happened to January? It's gone.
I don't even know. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. Work Work got my January.
Yeah,
Work is getting my February.
Yeah, work is crushing me right now, guys. Crushing me.
Same. We were discussing that before. We're not going to vent on air.
No, it's
No.
good. I'm not complaining. It's
No,
just like
absolutely not.
it's like, whoa, okay, all right. Welcome to the new year. Now get at it. Yeah. So there's nothing else new. We have no snow, which is good.
Right?
Dogs are
We
good.
got rain though, and heavy winds last week. We did get some seriously heavy winds.
We did. It was not a good rowing day.
No.
It was horrendous.
Or Jamie and golf.
Yeah,
No. My husband is actually out golfing today. It's not windy, and it's
the sun's out.
The sun's out. Of course, he's got cart covers and cart heaters and finger things because it's supposed to get to 50, but I don't think it was 50 when he went.
No, it's kind of chilly, but good for him.
Whatever, course is open, they're gonna play, and let them play. Ooh, I did. Sharon, you're gonna laugh.
Chicken
Sharon. I used some Campbell's cream of mushroom soup.
Get out of here.
Last night. I did.
Do you even have some in this house?
I did. I had some. I had to buy it though.
What'd you make with it?
Tater tot casserole. I know, right? It was just one of those things. I was like,
that sounds horrendous. Was it good?
Oh, it's
everything she makes is good.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah, and I probably could have made my own sort of cream soup, but I just didn't want to go through that. But yeah, essentially, okay, so old school would have been hamburger cream of mushroom soup and a bag of mixed frozen vegetables or something, and then you top it with tater tots and you throw it in the oven, so you get the crispy tater tots on the top, and then this sort of shepherd's pie sort of thing on the bottom, right? I know it's just. First off, I can't do frozen vegetables. I just. But yeah, that's what I made. Except I put fresh vegetables.
Okay.
With ground beef.
Okay.
And cream mushroom soup. So it's kind of.
I think it's the tater tots that are throwing me for a loop. I bet you it is really good. Yeah, I just can't wrap my head around that.
Can't wrap your head around. Well, do you like tater tots?
Not really.
Okay, so all right, put mashed potatoes on the top of yours.
Why don't you put shredded potatoes?
Well, you could.
Or mashed potatoes. I don't cook, by the way, so don't pay any attention to me.
I mean, they're not mixed in. It's just whatever. Not only did I put tater tots on the top, I put the French fried onions.
Well, I was just gonna say, you know what else I don't like? Those stupid French fried onion things, right? Okay, so
I put them on the top too. Y'all know what it is. Try it that way. It's so good.
Okay, so in the
it's
U.S.,
fat girl good.
In the U.S., Thanksgiving, for some reason, people like to make this green bean casserole. I hate it. I absolutely hate it, and I think it has half of your ingredients. It has green beans, cream of mushroom, and those stupid crunchy onions.
And the crunching onions on top.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that my daughter actually asked for. That and at Thanksgiving, my daughter wants that green bean casserole.
Nope.
So I'll make it.
Nope.
And cranberry sauce from a can, the gel.
Oh.
So it has to have the rings, the can rings on it. So you know what? Whatever. It's once a year. It's fine. It's fine. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
So I go from that, and then today I'm making chicken stock from scratch.
Yeah. I mean, it smells really good in here. She made me a great breakfast.
She had focaccia from scratch.
Yep. You could tell. No green beans or green
onions
or crunchy.
No Campbell's cream of mushroom soup. Nope. Bacon and cheese omelet.
Yeah, that was good. Good. Yeah, sorry guys, I don't cook, but
it's okay. She's my guinea pig.
I'll eat anything.
She'll eat just about.
No, just about. I do.
I mean, as long as it's food.
Well,
real food, not processed food.
Yeah, I'm not a big processed food person, but even then, I was walking around did we talk about this? The new Saraga. Have you been to the new one? It's out in Castleton.
No,
So this
I don't get that way very often.
well, we made a trip out there. You will have to make a trip out
Okay.
there anyway. Walking through, and they have every bits and pieces of every animal for sale. And it's bad when I'm like, I need to Google this word because I'm sure whatever that is, if I don't know it, I'm not going to eat it. And lo and behold, I draw the line at like genitalia. Will not do it.
No,
No pitzels or oysters or
no Rocky Mountain oysters, huh? They're really good.
yeah. I'll take your word for it. No,
They are really
will
good.
not do it.
Not well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love it. People use every bit of the animal. That's great.
Yeah, there's some bits that I'll pass on. Rocky Mountain oysters, though, are not one that I'll pass on innards more than outwards. Like I don't. Yeah, I don't need.
I'm just one bad day away from being a vegetarian anyway. So,
Well, if I didn't like,
like, if I were a farmer, I'd probably be a vegetarian. They'd be like, look at Farmer Colleen. She has all these chickens and cows and pigs, and they never go to market. And if you go to her house, she gives you peanut butter and jelly. And all her cows and pigs and chickens have names.
well, you saw Deb's reaction
Yeah.
last week when I said
Yeah.
I want to have a hobby farm with chickens and pigs.
Well, yeah,
and she's like, "Why pigs?" And I'm like, "Bacon, of course, bacon."
But see, so when I am at the grocery store, I cannot think about where it came from. In my mind, the bacon just
plausible deniability. Is that
because I am really like I've been a vegetarian twice in my life. The next time, it's probably going to be for good, and John's going to break down and be like, "No, now what?" Right? So I can't think about it.
okay? Yeah, nope, it's all good.
I love farmers. Like I prefer to buy a quarter of a cow from a local farmer, a half a hog from a local farmer. God love them. I can't do it. Again, I would be a vegetarian. Like, oh yeah, look at Bessie out there and her friends and her babies, and they're there forever. It's their forever home.
It's their forever home.
Oh, look at the piglets. They're so cute. Yeah, they're there forever too. Oh yeah, chickens, same thing.
You would have a massive farm.
Why do you think we live in a neighborhood? So I can't.
So you can't.
So I can't.
So you can't. Yeah.
Right? Because I went.
I grew up a little bit differently. I mean, I value our domestic pets.
I know. To
but
each their own.
But livestock is livestock.
I know.
Okay, we're off this topic. We need to get off this topic because you're the.
Because I have to go to the grocery store and come back with a bunch of tofu and tempeh, and John's gonna be like, "What the hell is this?" So yeah.
Okay.
The chicken wings just show up like chicken wings. That's all I know.
That's how it works.
Bacon is just miraculously in the fridge, and it tastes fabulous.
Made out of seaweed and soybeans.
I don't even know. I mean, I know it's pig, but I can't think about it. So, so don't forget to watch the Super Bowl later on tonight, 6:00, I think,
and
Eastern.
Tempura green beans with your Super Bowl.
We are having.
They're good.
We're having spinach and artichoke dip.
Yum.
I don't know what else John got because he got so flustered in the store yesterday. So that's all I remember that he brought home. I don't know what else we're having. Hopefully,
when is the game?
6:00 tonight.
6:00 tonight.
I think it's 6:00
tonight. I wonder what I should make Jamie for dinner, because I'm sure he'll want to watch the game. I should probably make him something football.
You have like wings or something?
Well, I don't have any, so I can't do that. I don't have any. Yep, don't have any.
I don't think we have any either.
And I have chicken stock going, but like chicken and noodle soup is probably not.
Do you have chili? Do you have frozen chili?
Do I have the makings for chili?
No, like do you have some that you made before and it's in the freezer?
No, I don't do that because I don't have much freezer space. And what is not being taken up by freezer jam, which is a necessity.
That's true.
Is ice cream and
that's fair.
Some extra meats. But I don't have any wings. I don't typically buy chicken wings for at home. Okay. I typically get them out in a restaurant because I'm I don't.
Because
Yeah,
you can't beat the Friendly's wings.
because I can't beat the
I mean,
Friendly's
let's be
wings.
honest.
And
Them or that other place, Al Emporium.
Ale Emporium with
Yeah.
their Hermanaki wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh, speaking of going out, have you been to Convivo
mm-mm.
in Scienceville?
No, I did see you talk about
Highly
it. Yeah, they
recommend.
okay.
I'm going for my birthday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Who had the clams and linguine? Was that you or
Yes.
Fabulous? That is one of my all-time favorite dishes. I actually like ever since I was a little kid, I would want clams and linguine. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you know it's good when they bring you out a bowl
Yes,
beforehand
yes,
with the
yeah,
shells in.
that's right. I
And
remember
it was
watching that, going,
so
"Ooh."
garlicky. Like my eyes were watering when it came out. I was just like,
So you know what I did a couple months ago? I was at Aldi's and they had frozen mussels,
okay.
and so I bought those. Then I had some like
I'm
clam
usually,
and linguine thing from. I know you make it from scratch, but this is for those of us that don't make
yeah,
it from scratch. From Trader Joe's, they had some clam and linguine thing, and I mixed it all together. It was really good.
oh,
I
I
mean, it
bet.
was really good.
I bet. I'm just not a huge, mussels are not usually my jam.
Oh yeah,
I'd rather have clams than mussels, especially baby,
baby
little,
clam.
little neck
Yeah.
clams. If it's the big, like, I don't know the names of them. You coasters, people on the coast know the different names, but the big ones, the big clams, that's for clam chowder. Those are for clam chowder. The little ones are the best
You
ones
know
too.
what we're thinking of doing? Because so we're landlocked here.
We are.
We're actually thinking of starting to buy our seafood online and having it shipped to us from Alaska or Hawaii or
Or
wherever, like once in a
one
blue
of the
moon.
coasts. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
where they get
Mm-hmm.
it good.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
You
for
know, they'll
sure.
cost a small fortune, but we can't do it for eating fish, 20 times a week. But to
We
help
ha-
get a little bit more fish.
we have a buddy who lives here in Indiana that flies in 50 pounds of crawfish
Oh yeah.
at the beginning of crawfish season,
Mm.
and has a crawfish boil here.
Mm.
Yeah, we missed it last year. I
Oh.
can't remember why. I was sick or Jamie was sick or something, but um, he flies that in from Louisiana.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Does he fly in the Abita beer too, and anything else?
I don't know. I don't ask. I don't want to know. I
Okay.
don't want to know how much it is.
It's a fortune.
Especially for 50 pounds of crawfish. Um, yeah. He has like 3 big coolers that he ends up filling up with, you know.
I'm sure.
And he flies in shrimp too. So shrimp and crawfish and ends up with big coolers out on his patio. His patio is bigger than my deck. And he just sets up tables with coolers full of, yeah, it's
I'm gonna invite myself this
I'll
year.
take you. I'll take you next year. You can come for sure. It lives up about a half an hour. Absolutely. I can't remember when that is. Is it March? No, it's gotta be.
I don't know.
It's usually warm there.
I
And
do
so it must be
know.
July.
I think spring is coming. By the way, I heard the geese.
I've seen them. I've had some out on my pond here
Oh, have you? They're back.
lately. Yeah, so something's amok.
Yeah. So the house wrens. You
Oh,
know my
oh
house
yeah.
wrens.
Yeah. From your front wreath.
Yeah. So they stopped by in January to check out my wreath.
And
And
make sure it's all as
yeah, and
well.
we're like, wait a second, it's really early. Like, do I need to go get that spring wreath for January? Like, hang on, girls and boys, what are we doing? And they stuck around for a couple days and they've left. So we'll see if they come back. But don't worry, I've got that wreath and I can put back up on the door as soon as they show back up. But yeah, it was pretty funny. John and I were sitting there and you're like, chirpity chirp chirp. We're like, back. And then sure, lo and behold, there they were. And I just don't understand it, right? Like, but I don't know. It's a really safe spot, so I get it. They're really smart. They're probably smarter than most people I know. Nice and
Well,
covered.
at least if there was a handwritten sign up there, I bet they would read it.
Yeah, they're smart.
Unlike some people we know,
Yeah, it says
a lot of people we know.
Apple checks are suckers. They're going to go ahead and use the garage door while we nest on their front door.
Well, they're smart. They've had 2 full clutches of eggs that have hatched and lived and survived because
Yeah.
they know
Yeah.
you guys are gonna be nice and keep your
Yeah.
dogs and soon to be cats, I hear.
Did you hear it? Did I tell you that?
Yeah.
So I'm getting some kittens, guys. So now don't judge me for this. There will be no judging.
I'll judge.
No, listen. I'm going to preface this by saying every animal I have ever had has been a rescue. Even Nika the golden, she was being rehomed. Rescue.
Mhm.
We are getting some Siberian kittens. Now you might say, now Colleen, why are you getting Siberian kittens? And I will tell you it's because they're hypoallergenic and I am not allergic to them. Right? So, yeah, I think I'm smart. I'm only book smart. It has taken me until I was in my 40s to realize I was really allergic to cats, and it's not normal when you hold a cat that your eyes get all red and poofy and stuff like that. So, once I figured that out, we were on the hunt for hypoallergenic. John had his heart set on a Maine Coon. Well, Maine Coons are going to make me itchy.
Yeah.
So Siberian, I don't know if you know what they are, but they're big and fluffy. They're like big fluff monsters. So
Have you
yes.
been around them to
So
know that they don't?
yes. So what we
Okay.
did, we checked out 2 local breeders and I stayed at their house, each of them for an hour, and I took their cats and I went like this. Like I stuck the cat in my face and I pet the cat and then I did this. Right? Nothing.
Mm.
Absolutely nothing. My sister has an Oriental cat, which looks like an alien, and he's the same way because it was like, okay, well, if we're allergic to these, we might have to look at the Oriental, even though they're not big and poofy. So we're getting 2 kittens next Saturday. Um, they're brothers. They're kind of like a gray tabby-ish color right now, and they are going to be named Biscotti and Mochi. So I spent months trying to come up with some really cool Russian name, and I really couldn't come up with one. So thankfully, we're going with this, right? One was already named Biscotti. We're like, oh, that's perfect. So we'll change the other one to Mochi. Because I thought we were gonna have a boy and a girl, right? And I thought it might be Svetlana,
Yeah, no.
Vlad, right? Like Igor, Yuri. Yeah, but Biscotti and Mochi, those names are pretty cool.
Yeah, I think they're pretty cool.
So Mika, the golden retriever, right? So she's a majestic floof, and we've been telling her for a couple weeks now, you won't be the number 1 majestic floof in the house here in a couple of weeks. They're gonna have 2 baby brothers, and they're gonna be big floof as well. And we think she's gonna try and mother them. Charlie's gonna be excited because he loves cats.
Right, right.
And we think the cats are gonna look at Mika and be like, what happened to our mom? Right? Like she was big and floofy, but that's giant because she's 70 pounds of floof coming at me. So that is what's going on in our house. And you want to hear the best part of all this? I just found out my knee is acting up and I get to have surgery on Thursday. So we're going to have these new kittens and I'm going to be bummed up on the couch or the bed saying, Don, you need to take care of all the animals. And I'm just going to sit there.
And he's gonna go take care of the animals. That's what he'll do.
And you know what? He'll love every minute of it. He's so good at it.
Yeah.
He really is. So yeah, once we get some more pictures, I will send them. I have a couple from, them being born and stuff, but it's been quite the process. Why are you making that face at me?
I'm not.
She's
I just
being
think it's
judgy.
awesome.
I said don't be
No,
judgy.
I'm not being judgy. I was actually contemplating, I wonder if I could send Jamie to one of the breeders and have him do that in
Yeah.
his face to see if I could get a cat.
So if you look up Siberians, a lot of the breeders will send you fur.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So we did a ton of research and, one of the best breeders in the world is actually here in Indianapolis. And they're all super nice. There's one up in Chicago. She's a little
Different? Eclectic?
yes,
Okay.
yes, yes. Like she didn't like the idea of us ever going on vacation for the first 2 years. I'm like, okay, we're probably on her naughty list. So anyway, yeah, we're getting kittens. It's going to be a ton of fun. John has never had kittens. It is so cute to watch him. He's like, trying to make sure everything is set up. I keep explaining to him that it's so much easier than puppies. They'll know how to use the litter box.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Cats are awesome, right?
Yeah,
And
it's innately like they're using the litter box now where they are. It's just you just need to let them know where the litter
yeah,
box is and they're good to go.
it has forced us to like clean up the stupid little things around our house. Right now, it looks like people just moved in, right? Like we put all the clutter away, right? And John's
Right.
like, "Oh, we really do need stuff on the walls. We need to hang up pictures because it looks like we're moving out." And so he's gone and he's gotten the PVC tubing to run all the cables through and all that stuff, so that way the kittens aren't tempted to chew on the cables. Like he is. Thank God we don't have kids. He'd have a heart attack.
I
I
think he
mean,
would,
he
yeah.
would. Oh my gosh. I was like, they'll
He
be
would have
fine.
everything on every
Uh
corner.
huh. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's kind
So,
of cute.
and what I want to have happen. So, our house, we've got the cathedral ceilings and like the half
You need to
wall.
have like wall climby things. Have
Yeah.
you seen
We have,
these wall climbing things
yes,
for the
yes.
cats?
We have,
Yeah, you need that.
we have this huge cat tree for
Since you
them.
don't have anything on the walls anyway, it doesn't really matter. Put up
But I want
a
them,
cat trail.
I want them to come up to the top and then pounce on Mika.
Right.
I think it'd be hilarious.
You could put up like a wall climby thingy and then like drop down planks across the ceiling where
Mm-hmm.
they could hop to from one. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that'd be fantastic. I want to come over and help set that up. That would be
Yeah, yeah.
fun. So
Yeah,
much
so we're
fun.
having a blast with it. So he's so funny. He's like, "Oh, I don't know what toys they're gonna like, so I got a variety pack. That way we can see what they like and then buy more of what they like. Like they're gonna like
Everything.
tinfoil and boxes.
Right. Yeah, they're gonna like the Amazon boxes and the bubble wrap from
Yeah.
inside the yeah. They're just like like I said that to somebody, when Tori was little, her favorite toy as an infant toddler
Mhm.
was empty milk boxes. Yeah, milk used to come in a cardboard box. Yeah, we would just clean it out and squish down the top, and they come in different sizes, right? So all of them we would clean out,
Mhm.
squish down, so they were just blocks.
Mhm.
From the little ones at lunchtime to the gallon size,
Mhm.
and we kept them inside of a big trunk
Oh yeah.
in the living room, and she could spend 4 hours playing with
Oh
blocks
yeah.
and building castles, and
Yeah.
it was the best thing ever. But and then we would put them, she had more fun putting them back into
Yeah.
the trunk too.
Yeah.
If you bought her some $100, play set thing, she was
She would.
good for 10
Yeah.
minutes. And then, well, that piece of plastic is junk now.
So these cats, they're interesting. They act like dogs. So they'll greet you at the door. They have quite the personalities, which is part of the reason why we were leaning this way versus maybe some other cat, because Mika is 70 pounds of love coming at you
Yeah.
nonstop, right? So we needed a cat that would tolerate a golden, and they continue to grow for the first 5 years, and they get up to 15 to 20 pounds. And just Google them, Siberian cats. They're absolutely majestic looking. They're like full of fluff, and they're like, check me out.
I think I'm gonna have to look them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then contact one of the breeders and say, hey, can you send me a sample of hair? I need to rub it in my husband's face and see if he breaks out.
Well, and so really, like the one woman, we'll talk about it offline, but she just is getting ready to breed,
Mm.
so she would have kittens here in a little bit. But we went to her house for a bit, and then went to another house for a bit, and all this stuff. Anyway, that is what's going on in our house. So I'll be all gimpy next week, and John is going to be Mr. Mom with all the
With
pets.
all the pets.
Yeah, I might text my sister-in-law and see if I can borrow a kid. That way we have
Another helping hand.
yeah, walk the dogs or something, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
or fetch me a glass of water.
I have a question I mean, I know Mika probably is happier if she gets to go on a nice long
Mm-hmm.
walk
Mm-hmm.
because she gets to use up some energy.
Mm-hmm.
But do they absolutely have to go? Do they have to go on a walk every single day?
Goldens?
No, your dogs. I'm like your dog because my last dog had me trained to walk him like 10 times a day.
No, they would like to, and so, but here's the deal. You know how sometimes it's like we would die if we went outside. right? Like you can't go outside for more than 2 minutes because it's 30 below, right? So yeah,
Right.
she gets walks on most days. We do a lot of short walks.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you have to be smarter than the dog,
Yeah.
right? Like
Right.
God love Charlie. He's 18, and he's my dachshund lab mix. His legs are this long, guys.
He's so adorable.
And so he loves to go for walks, right? And the vets say as long as he wants to go, just keep taking him, right? So he can do a mile, and it takes me a half hour.
Yeah.
He still wants to go. Now I can continue to go with him, but know that in about a mile and a half, mile 3/4, he's done, and then I have to pick him up and carry him home. And he is okay with that because then his head is up and he's up higher and he has a better view of the neighborhood. He's not embarrassed when I have to carry him home. But like you have to
Yeah.
be smarter than him, and like I can't walk
Like,
him every day that far.
no, but there's something to be said for a little red wagon.
Well, we've thought of that, right? And so I guess it was a couple years ago, my father came to visit, and my father was in he had a motorized
Yeah.
scooter.
Scooter thing.
I said, all right, Dad, let's take the dogs for a walk. And I said, let's see what Charlie does. Lo and behold, Charlie hopped in my dad's lap and he was like king. He's like, this is the way to patrol my neighborhood, guys. He sat there, head up,
Oh,
ears
so
up,
if you had
chest
a
out.
little red wagon,
Well,
yeah,
he's like, where's Pop Up in the motorized scooter is really what he's looking for.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think he'd be okay. Mika, God love her, she would keep going and going and going. Like it's like with her, Golden's they're on or off. There's no
Right.
real in
There's
between.
no in between.
So like we took her out yesterday and she was fine, but we'll try and tire her out this week, like leading up to Thursday, because then Thursdays, I'm going to be a mess.
Right.
And then with the weekend coming with the cats, so that way she's tired when she sees them. She's going to be so full of energy. She's going to be so excited.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
But like
sure.
the big thing with Goldens though is they like to swim and they will swim until they drown. So you have to be smarter than them, and tell them when they're done type deal. Which is part of the reason why when I coach I have a life jacket on her in case she does jump out.
Yeah.
Right.
For
So
sure.
that way I can pick her up because she'll just keep swimming and swimming because she loves to swim, and they just don't stop.
Yeah. My grandparents had a golden up at their home. Their retirement home was on a lake. We always called it the cabin, but that was where they lived.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a golden that would stand out in the shallows fishing.
Mm-hmm.
She was She was fishing.
Yes.
And she would stand there for hours, perfectly still, looking down at the water, just
fishing.
waiting.
Yeah.
Just waiting for a little fish to come by.
Yeah.
And it would always be a little 2-ounce sunny or
Shiner.
something or shiner.
That was her job.
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
So Mika has this toy. So when we go dock diving, she won't play with any other dog. Won't look at really any other dog. And so her job is to retrieve the floaty toy. But when she gets tired, she doesn't necessarily bring the toy back to us immediately. She might drop it further away or she'll sit with it further away. So we know she's getting tired. But if we kept throwing it for her, she would keep going. So we know when she's tired, okay, we'll give her 1 or 2 more throws and then we're going to take her home.
Yeah.
But otherwise, she would just keep
going. Gotta be smarter than the dog.
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
my last dog. My last dog had us trained. I mean, there was no ifs, ands, or buts about it, and it was partly just because he was just. I for sure don't want to make any excuses, but he was just so damn cute.
Oh well, they are those Cavalier King Charles Spaniels.
He was just so damn cute, and part of it was he didn't bark, so he didn't let you know when he had to go to the bathroom. At least with a bark.
Mm-hmm.
What he did was he did the little tippy toe and then twirl around a little bit. And if you weren't paying attention to him right then and there, he would just piddle where he was.
Oh, yeah.
So when we were in a 3-level house, so he didn't come to you and do that. It was just wherever he was and the need was, so we tried the little bell thing at the door. that became a game.
Yes.
It was a game. How many treats can mom give me, and how many times can we go outside?
Yep.
So that didn't work.
Our dogs just stare at you.
Yeah. Didn't do so well with this one. So, and then because we weren't in a place where even I could put up an invisible fence.
Yeah.
So he had to be on a leash anytime he went out to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, that's what we do. I think Mika gets at least a mile walk a day, minimum. Like today, she'll go out for a nice long walk.
Yeah. So Sammy used to go first thing in the morning, and then, just take him on a short little thing, for, just before work, and then the kiddo would take him out when she got home from school, and then, a few more times before bedtime. But they were walks, and even in the winter, because when it was 30 below in Minnesota, he would not go to the bathroom at the door.
No.
You had to put on his boots, put on his coat, put everything on you, go outside and actually walk the sidewalk.
Yeah, that's how Mika is. She doesn't care. So the last time it was really cold, Charlie didn't want to go out. Now keep in mind he's 18. He's a desert dog for real. I mean, I got him when I lived in Tucson, and so we were on the front step. He just leaned out and peed right off the front step.
Well, good for him. He peed. I've done my shit that I need to do. I'm back in. I don't need to do anything else right now, Mom.
And Mika's like, "Come on, guys, let's go."
You're like,
Mika, I don't have a double coat.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I keep toying with getting a dog.
Yeah. They're a lot of work.
Yeah.
But they're lovely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lovely. Alrighty. Well, I have got to get going. I think I'm going to drive by the grocery store. If it's a zoo, I'm not going in.
It's a zoo.
I know, but I'm going to pretend like I might be able to go in.
Okay.
You know me.
Is there? I mean, he went yesterday, so is there something that is needed?
I don't know. I need.
You can always do some grocery shopping in Sue's grocery
Sue's
store on the way up. I went yesterday, got a few veggies.
I'm gonna check my phone. I don't know if it's my phone or your phone going off, so we'll see if there's anything that I need to pick up.
Yeah, you may have gotten a text message. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, and I got some stuff I gotta do this afternoon. So
hold me accountable to my knitting plan.
Yeah. We'll
if I'm gonna change it, I'll come to you guys and let you know and let me know what you think.
So finishing up simple something or something simple.
Yeah.
The blue one. The blue fade.
That's not really a fade.
I know that's not really a fade. She's kind of really sad about that, but it's still blue.
Yeah, it's still cool.
Blue is good. Your 10 stitch, your zigzag. That's only 3 things.
Yeah. But they're all fingering weight. No, the blanket is not.
The blanket is not, but
it's just a lot.
But I think the sweater
that could be done quickly.
That should be able to be done quickly.
Well, we're gonna finish that sleeve today.
You're also working on a pair of socks. That's 4 things.
They don't count.
Well, but it's still knitting. You're still knitting. So you got 4 things going.
And I really want to cast on a hat. I really like to do muscleberry hats.
They are fun to do.
They are fun. I mean, I'm like, I don't know how many I need. I don't need any more. I have
but you know what? You can give them away. They're perfect for giveaways. I have one going that I haven't worked on much lately, but I haven't knit a whole lot of anything lately. So.
Oh, you know what? You remember the first one I did, and I read the pattern wrong, and mine was like a little kid hat. I put it on anyway. You have to go back like a year or two to see it on this. It was with the Wool Baron ugly sweater colorway.
Yes.
My friend that came to visit, she has a bunch of kids, and I said, "Here, this will fit one of your daughters. Will one of your daughters wear it?" And she's like, "Oh my god, yes!" So it found a good home.
See, they're perfect for. Yeah. I think they're great for gifts.
Yeah,
it is truly, honestly, one of the best hats for just giveaway, and you don't have to think.
No, that's why I like it. You don't have to think.
You don't have to think. You can do it in the dark.
Yep, pretty much.
while you're watching a movie.
Yep.
Yeah. And they make a thing that people actually like and appreciate.
Yeah. If not, give it away.
Yeah. And if it doesn't fit you, it'll fit somebody else's head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all I got for this week. I'm hoping to I'm going to get through the green today, obviously, and I'll get into the burgundy.
Yeah, I like that burgundy.
Wine colored.
I'm gonna work on my sweater, and then during the game, I'm gonna work on my blanket.
Okay.
And you can even text me or call me and hold me accountable. So you know what it is? Okay, so when I work out, guys, I either have a training partner or a coach who holds me accountable, and I'm fine. Like, right? Like I will never ever.
Do you want me to be the
I
one
think
that holds you
somebody
accountable?
needs to hold me accountable.
I can be
You
the
might have
holds
to
you
be.
accountable. Well, okay, so you and I can hold each other accountable. I
Yeah.
think while I'm when I wake up too early in the morning and I'm rewatching The Last Kingdom because I never watched season 5.
Uh-huh.
So I need to rewatch seasons 1 through 4. It's kind of like, whatever. Because I haven't seen season 5.
Uh-huh.
I'm right in the middle of season 4 right now. So
Okay.
have you seen the series?
No.
I recommend it.
I'll have to make a note of it.
5 seasons on Netflix.
Because what am I going to do when I can't work out for months?
The Last Kingdom.
Did you watch The Witcher? Is that one too?
The Witcher or The Watcher?
No, not The Watcher, because you didn't like it.
I didn't care for that. It's a little just too odd for me. It was a little odd.
But it's good background while you're sitting there knitting.
Yeah, have you seen Deep Water with Ben Affleck? Have you guys seen Deep Water with Ben Affleck? We watched it last night. It's cray-cray. It is cray-cray.
We watched Enola Holmes. Did you watch that? She is Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes. Yeah.
So we watched Enola Holmes a couple weeks ago, the first one. That was cute. It was good. So it's 11 from that crazy show. Oh my gosh. Brain is just Stranger Things. So 11 from Stranger Things is Enola Holmes. She does a fabulous job. She's a really good actress. And so there's Enola Holmes 2 that maybe I'll watch.
Yeah, there you go.
Friday.
There you go. So in the morning, when I wake up too early and I'm finishing up The Last Kingdom, I'll work on this.
Okay.
In the evening, when I don't have anything else to do other than, cooking, cleaning up, Etsy shop, I'll work on my crocheted cardigan squares I haven't been working on lately.
What about your pink blanket? Oops, did I just call her out on something? Guys?
Oh, I have lots of things that are started. I need to finish. I need to finish things.
You know what? You should.
And I have the Simple Something cardigan going too.
Oh yeah, I thought you were going to beat me at that.
My peach one. I would if I would fucking.
I think that might be the first F-bomb in the whole morning, and it's been over an hour.
If I would stick with something and not pick, cast on something new, like
I know. I know.
Maybe in the morning I'll just knit on my cardigan and get that done so I can have a spring cardigan. Because I'm doing short sleeves too. I said F it, I'm doing short sleeves as well.
Yeah, it's going to be heavy.
It is heavy.
It's really cool though. Well, so the other thing, I have to get my yarn room in preparation for these cats that are going to tear it apart, right? So I'm going to put everything away in, closed boxes and drawers and stuff. So when I go looking for stuff, it's going to be like Christmas all over again because I forgot what.
Right.
And it won't be staring at me. Because that's what I do. Like I work there and I stare at my pretty yarn. I'm like, oh, what should I make with that? And I let it kind of marinate in my head, or I might lay it on the floor and look at it and be in a meeting and be like, that would be a good sweater. I'll have to put it all away. I have to put like these little guys all away so the kittens don't run around with them and give John a heart attack because they might choke on them.
They'll learn.
Oh yeah. We'll learn.
They'll learn. The adults will learn.
Yeah, they're gonna be sweet.
Didn't you redo your bags though recently?
I did,
yarn.
Yeah.
She redid her yarn bags and put.
So what I did, I set up like an assembly line. So
You Kaizened.
I did.
She
I did.
Kaizened her yarn.
I did. So I have a
Everything in its place.
whole bunch of little bags, little tiny pocket bags, I guess. You know, like a lot of the tchotchke stuff from Dad.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
for
using
sure.
them for. So I
Yeah.
had a whole slew of them set up, and so each one of them got a darning needle, some stitch markers, and so my stitch markers. The way I did that was, I took the regular, the simple ones that just have the like that look like a light bulb. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Right, those. And then I took each one is a set of something fun. Like, is it all animals from her? Is it, is it all these blue ones or whatever? So
Said that's all from the sea, so then you have seashells with that one.
right.
Yeah.
So it's all that, right? And then I said, okay, now everyone needs like a stitch fixer thingy, like a hook thing. So everyone got one of those. Tape measure, right? So each little bag has the same little tools that you need.
A toolkit.
Yeah, toolkit. Progress keepers. A whole bunch of these
Needle huggers. Gotta have them.
because I'm usually on small needles anyway, right? Like, if I'm on double
Double
points.
points. Yeah. For
Right?
sure.
So it doesn't matter which project I grab, it has one of those in there. That has helped me out tremendously. It really has.
Awesome.
So if you guys haven't done that, it took me, 30 minutes maybe to do all that.
And if you've been knitting for a day or two, you probably have all that stuff just tucked away in little nooks and crannies and corners of your living area somewhere.
Yeah, there are probably people that are very organized all the time. I'm just not.
I think
I am in the office, and that is the only, and that and working out, very organized. Everything else is
I think there's people who are Instagram ready organized, but I just don't think that people are that way in their real life.
Instagram is not real.
Yeah, no, it's not. No. And even like everybody walks in here and it's like, oh, yeah, but everybody walks into this house and says, it's so clean and neat and blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
And for the most part, it is. But there's only two of us, no pets, no cats, no kids.
My house is lived in.
But do you think I could find a tape measure in my yarn room the other day? And it's not that bad. You guys saw the video, and it's not like it's a hot mess or anything. But fuck if I remember where the last place I put things. Because I haven't Kaizened my whole house, so.
Yeah, I thought of doing that, right?
Kaizen your whole house.
Right? Like, here, get out the little tape, like your scissors go in that block.
Yeah. Yeah, because, everything. If you guys don't know what a Kaizen is, Google it, look it up. Us, we're in whatever we know. But it's basically, like your toolkit or the guys in the shop, and the hammer has an outline of a hammer, and that's the only place where the hammer goes. That's what a Kaizen is, kind of. In the easiest sense of that. Yeah, it says, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of have that with my yarn, right? So I've got these little boxes, like fingering weight goes here, the European ones go here, the crazy yarn goes there, the worsted weight goes there.
So you do yours by weight?
I do.
You could do it. I don't want to mess with your brain, but you could do it by color too.
Doesn't work.
No. Within the weight, so you could subcategory it.
Nope. It's by weight. Because it's just one bin.
Well, and that's what I told Deb. She needs to separate hers out by weight. And she's like, but I have it all on a spreadsheet. And I'm like, great. How often do you go in your spreadsheet, look for it, and then find it where it is? No. You need to have it.
No.
You need this is your 5 bins of sock weight. This is your 4 bins of worsted.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That way, when you find a pattern that you like that calls for sock weight, you go to your sock weight bins, ruffle through them. I, however, don't have as much yarn as Deb.
Does anyone?
Marcia does. Marcia probably does.
Yeah.
So I pretty much know what I have to a degree.
So I'll tell you the other thing.
It's getting worse lately. And I don't buy that much yarn. I really don't.
Like, I've taken to, if I need something or I think I need something, like, I'll ask Karen, right? If she has it in her stash before I go buy something, because I'd rather either buy from her or trade.
Yeah.
than
For
buying
sure.
yarn.
I think,
Right.
yeah.
I mean, the
But
yarn dyers don't want to hear this, but such is life.
it is what it is.
Right.
It is what it is. There's enough buyers out there that a couple ladies living in central Indiana on a moratorium for a hot minute. It's not going to affect the world.
Oh, hey, you know what? That reminds me. So, I don't know if you guys know Wool. She's out of South Jersey, Philadelphia
I heard
area.
she stopped.
She is closing her shop down. So, guys,
And I love her yarn.
her yarn is absolutely incredible. So, if you guys are looking for some organic, really super nice, soft yarn from a really nice person, I would suggest going to Wool. She is, as far as I can tell, she's not discounting colors. She's discounting like undyed yarn in bulk. So go help her out. Long story short, she posted it all on Instagram. There was a video that I watched. It was pretty sad. Long story short, with the pandemic and everything, her business is closing. She had a meltdown. So yeah, if you are looking for some really, really nice yarn,
her yarn is fantastic, guys. That's what I did Tori's big wrap in.
Yeah, she still has some kits available, right? I did a kit of her
of the worsted.
No, it was fingering held double.
Oh, that's right.
It was absolutely amazing. So I'm really bummed, but go help her out a bit if you can.
The big giant O, and then we'll just yeah. She's great.
She's also, when I was years ago, I was looking at making a sweater for my sister, and my sister, everything is itchy. And so I had reached out to her about, her different weights and if anybody had commented on the itchy factor. She just sent me like half skeins, quarter skeins for me to try. Right. Yeah. Instead of like, you need to go, buy this, buy that. She's like, hey, I've got this stuff here. I'm going to send it out to you. Work with it and let me know what you think. Like, who does that? Right. A really good person.
I remember when she did that, and she came over and she had these.
Yeah.
Like five or six different lines of different types of wool. Yeah. For her to try for her sister.
Yeah. So she's amazing. So if you can find her on Instagram, I think it's O-wool. Yeah. So anyway, it stinks. I hope she finds her next path in life wherever it takes her. But yeah, if you feel like you should buy some yarn, that's actually the first place I would go right now.
Do that. On that note, we're gonna sign off.
And we'll see. Deb will be back next week, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Or is she gone? I'm not sure.
I probably won't be here. If I am,
I need to
pain meds.
She sent me her itinerary for this year, but this has already changed because last week she announced that she's going on another cruise at the end of this month. Which I think starts on the 24th, so she probably will be here next week.
All right, bye guys. Go Eagles.
No. Go Kansas City.
See you guys. Bye.